Hi friends, my name is Dr. Harshad and I am practicing Ayurveda in Kerala for the past 9 years. I am presently working as a Chief Ayurveda Consultant for Abad Group of Hotels and Resorts, where we undertake all modalities of Ayurveda treatments. Today I am going to highlight the importance of immunity and its relevance in Ayurveda. In this talk, I will be focusing on the respiratory immunity and the gut immunity. Immunity is a defensive mechanism of human body to fight against infections. It is termed as Vyadik Shamatva in Ayurveda. When you are healthy, we say that you have better immunity, which means that health is defined as Samadosha, Samagnista, Samadadu, Malakriya, Prasannatmendra Mana, Swastha Ityabhidiyati. This means that health is actually a state where your metabolism and cellular functions should be balanced along with the balance of sensual perceptions and mind. The two types of immunity referred in modern science are inherent and acquired. In Ayurveda, we have reference of Sahaja, Kalaja and Yuktikrita types of Vyadik Shamatva. We can correlate Sahaja to inherent immunity, which is something that you get by birth, whereas Kalaja and Yuktikrita are acquired immunity. In Kalaja, the immunity is dependent on seasons and also the age groups. When we say seasons, it's actually that people do experience weak immunity during summer season and comparatively better immunity during winter season. So this change in the seasons is known as Kalaja immunity. When we say age groups, children and old age people have less immunity compared to middle age groups. So this is termed as another Kalaja immunity based on the age groups. Yuktikrita Vyadik Shamatva is so-called immunity that you acquire naturally or automatically without knowing. That is the immunity that you acquire through healthy food habits and good exercises. Vaccination has become the easiest mode of immunization in today's world, which has helped the mankind to become resistive against a wide number of infections. But have you ever thought how people in the ancient time fought against the so-called epidemics? When there is an outbreak of an epidemic in ancient India, the royal family is primarily protected by the medicines advised by the royal physicians. Those who have better immunity among the common people survive, others perish. Ayurveda has always been the choice of medicine in ancient India, and this science got gradually ignored with the arrival of modern medicine, which gave easiest methods of administration and quick relief. Ayurveda, of course, takes more time to put relief or cure in the body. Ayurveda is potential to increase both your inherent and acquired immunity, as it basically tries to improve the balance of doshas by correcting your metabolism and eliminating the toxins within the cells, and also increasing its efficiency to fight the invading pathogens. The wide occurrence of respiratory problems like asthma, allergy, cough has better management in Ayurveda. It is mainly because that people are less immune to such allergens. So this low immunity can be boosted through Ayurveda. The Vata dosha or Vayu is primarily corrected, which is then followed by Rasayana therapies in case of respiratory illness. Intestinal immune system, otherwise known as gut immunity, is another growing concern in today's world. This is due to the junk food habit and fast food system. As I said, Ayurveda always primarily focuses your metabolic power or the digestive capacity before starting with any medicines. The bowels and appetite are corrected first before the medicine finds its way to heal the patient. There are many medicines referred in Ayurveda to help building strong intestinal epithelium and maintaining good bacterial flora. Probiotics such as medicated buttermilk, yogurt, and using haldi or turmeric with milk or curd have shown better results in the management of gastrointestinal diseases. In Ayurveda, we mainly focus with the buttermilk rather than the curd. And another interesting fact is that there is a good correlation between respiratory illness and gastrointestinal disorders. When the abhana vayu or the wind that flows downward, the downward direction in the human body, that is those that helps in aiding the movement of chyme, the bolus, then urine, fecal matter, sexual secretions, movement of reproductive cells like ovum or sperm, etc. These are aided by the abhana vayu. So if there is any blockage of this abhana vayu in the body, it gives the problem with the gastrointestinal system, and subsequently you have the problem with the respiratory part also. Thus Vadanulomana is advised as a main treatment. So this Vadanulomana is an effective treatment in dealing with gastrointestinal problems as well as also the respiratory problems too. Hence medicines that increase respiratory immunity also helps in maintaining good gut immunity too. When the modern medicine tries to improve immunity through live or attenuated vaccination or through medicines loaded with antiviral or antibacterial drugs, Ayurveda focus to build your immunity naturally through herbal medicines, good diet and yoga practices such as pranayama and posture techniques. Such an acquired immunity will stay in your body for a longer period until a person deviates from his healthy habit. To cite an example, when modern medicine is still trying to find a vaccination for chikungunya fever, Ayurveda and homeopathy have helped in treating the disease where the patient own immunity was boosted or is boosted to fight the infection. Another class of disease comes under autoimmune disorder, which means body's own immune system attacks the healthy cells. The most common factor is now told to be the stress. The stress is being judged as the factor that caused this autoimmune problem in the mankind. So this body's own immune system attacking the healthy cells without specific reasons is now becoming a growing concern in the present world. There are many diseases like systemic lupus erythematosus, psoriasis, other conditions that affects the blood system. Almost everything comes under autoimmune disorders. When we deal with the stress problem, Ayurveda has a lot to do with stress management. So we say that the autoimmune disorders can be corrected or managed with Ayurveda by dealing the exact protocols. The treatments given in the modern medicines are almost like symptomatic cure for the autoimmune. In Ayurveda, autoimmune diseases are treated by eliminating the toxins which has blocked the channels that carries nutrition to the cells. The overriding of the cell's immune capability by this disease causing factor, which is otherwise called as ama, needs to be eliminated first. And for the elimination, we choose the Panchakarma treatments. And thereafter, recuperating the body's original immunity through Rasayana treatments. Thus, Ayurveda not only addresses symptoms, but also the root causes of the diseases in eliminating or curing a disease. To conclude, I say Ayurveda does not treat an illness through immune suppressant mechanism, but it treats by aiding and increasing the person's vyadhikshamatva, which is immunity. Thank you for listening to me. I extend my gratitude for your patience. Thank you.